as a people, as a ministry, part of the goal is not just to grow, is to grow constructively. I was part of many revival movements that did not last. I was part of the advancement of many people's lives that actually backslided after a while. I have seen people rise and fall. And the simple reason was because they were not appropriately built. When you want to build to last, you have to be able to build with the future in view, number one. And number two, you must build with a very solid foundation. An average church system today does not have an organized system for the build and the development of a believer. There are other aspects of the life of a believer that is deficient, and that becomes a challenge. According to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 from 1, the Bible said, we are demanded to remember our Creator. In the days of our youth, that is number one requirement. But when you have remembered your Creator, what is the next thing? You have to be able to walk with Him, being rooted with Him, coming to the point of maturity. The goal of God is not necessarily to gather us in numbers. The devil is not afraid of our numbering. If not, you will be fine in football club. Is that okay? What the devil is afraid of is when one man of rank rise, because that one is enough terror to the entire kingdom of darkness. The devil knows that 1 million people can gather, and yet again he is the supreme dominion there. But yet again in the day one man rise upon the family and begin to pray and begin to intercede, the devil begin to lose his grip. And that is the reason why we must build you with the intention to make you last long. And when you are building with the intention to last long, even the tools that men did not feel that is supposed to be part of it is added. When you look at this building, you discover it's not only block that is here. It's not only cement. It's not only iron rod, right? There are all kinds of things that ensure that the building is well equipped. And that is the reason why there are other parts of the life of a believer that need to be dealt with. Is that okay? This is the reason why your heart must be open to be able to receive teachings. They equip you, they build you. They are very important. Many of us that last long was not just because we were caught up in the euphoria. Euphoria does not always last. What lasts afterward is what you know and what you apply. And that is the reason why many people fail, because they refuse to apply what they have known. The day is going to come when you have to stand as a leader. The day is going to come when you have to be able to defend a cause. If you are not well built, all you know is fire. All you know is all kinds of cliches. And now a day came, you now realize you are handicapped. The day God is going to give you the courage to begin that vision, to begin that business, to become that CEO, to begin that initiative, you now realize that you are deficient. Not because of anything, but because, yet again, you are a tongue-talking prayer warrior, but there are other aspects of understanding that is deficient. Is that okay? And I told you, when you want to go far, what you need to do is to sit down and calculate and evaluate. What do I need? How much fuel do I need, right? How much food do I need? Because this journey is far. I get my point now. If we used to go to the mountain to stay for some days, so the first question we ask ourselves, how many days? The days will determine the level of the capacity of the food we will carry. I get my point now. When we say mountain, the thing is not just to carry your clothes. In fact, just carry one shirt and say, let's go. No. You have to be able to find out how long. Then you now realize, okay, from my consumption rate, this is what I need. Are you getting my point now? So when you intend to go far, when you intend to speed far, you must be able to be calculative. You must be able to evaluate. And the farther you want to go, sometimes the hard, and the more you have to delay in waiting. You have to sit and eat enough because the journey is great. Men that took off oftentimes end up becoming casualty of war. In the days of war, they don't go for war until they sat down to calculate what are the odds, what are the possibilities, what are the possible challenges we are going to face in the battlefield. And they dealt with those things on the table first before they engage. Because part of the rules of engagement is to understand your advantage and the weakness of your enemy. And sometimes you cannot know that in the battlefield, so you have to stay at home to make that calculation. An average believer does not have a plan, and he has allowed the devil make plan for him so well. And because we have not planned enough sufficiently well, when the devil comes, anything become way for us. Anything the devil advertise become what sway us. And this is the reason why we are bringing you to a certain level of understanding such as this. Is that okay? Whether I would like it or not, today I have to summarize everything I have to teach you about leadership in preparatory to the next week miracle service. Okay. Today we are going to be looking at levels of leadership. Levels of leadership. The levels of leadership. By now, I have established to you that you are a leader. A leader is not one that is appointed. It may be. A leader is not necessarily one that wears a collar. A leader may not necessarily be people that are handpicked, selected by certain people. In fact, in many organizations, many ministry, many places, many churches, the people that make things happen, most of them may not even be leaders. See how that thing work now? So we have to be able to redefine what actually leadership means. And one of the only way we can redefine that is to put it in a level. Is that okay? So everybody as a leader fall into a class and a category. And I told you, leadership is the bedrock for enlargement, for expansion, for increase, for growth. Until you get the leadership right, you cannot grow. Even you yourself, until you can lead yourself, you can't lead others. Are we in the same page now? Genesis chapter 1.